welcome. My name is Mary Jo Snyder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States and upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you've been watching this series of 12 Days of Christmas Retreat, I am so happy that you've taken the time to do so, and if you catch the replay, I thank you as well. Today is day 9, December 9th, 2025, and I am thrilled to share with you this beautiful card, and it has such a pretty bow on it. I know it would be a little bit extra in order to mail this card out, but you can always hand deliver it to someone and instead of, mailing it. But if you want to mail it, just put it in a padded envelope. It will cost a little bit extra, but it's so worth sharing this card with someone for the holiday season. So let's get pointed down. I'm really, really thrilled to share this with you. I'm trying not to say excited because I've been saying excited so much throughout this series, but it is super exciting. So let's get you pointed down and we will get started. All right, my hand's in the way. Just tightening up my camera. And we're gonna zoom in just a little bit. And I will share with you the items you need for tonight's project. Oh, I might sneeze, bear with me. If you are joining in, be sure, hey Lisa, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the live content or any content that I share with you here. I just moved my lighting a little bit so that there's not so much of a cloudiness over in this corner, so hopefully we'll be okay at this point. All right, so the color you need tonight is Shaded Spruce for the project that we're making. This is day 9, so we've picked, I had to cut a little extra stuff off the sample that I had to finish, haha. Day 9 project kit, and we'll get to that in a moment. The sentiments I'm using from the traditional labels is Merry Christmas. And again, this is the traditional label stamp set 165854. I need to take a look at all the retiring products. This might actually be in a last chance, I'm not sure, or the retiring list, so you might want to get your hands on it. And there's coordinating dies that are called traditional label dies, and they're all these beautiful labels that have stitching and all the fun things. You will need your Shaded Spruce gold trim or gold edge ribbon. So I've got my stamps mounted. Of course, you're going to need those faceted snowflakes again. They're so pretty. And this is the tag or the label that you are using. It is the smaller oval that is in your packet. So you want to grab that and we can go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm going to do my stamping. And then I'm going to tell you what paper you need so that you can do that next. So first, let's set that aside. Keep it handy. All right, so the stamping I'm going to do is going to be on your smaller piece of white. Well, it's the only piece of white that's not embossed, and your tag, or your label. So I'm going to tap, tap, tap in my Shaded Spruce, and I think I need to re-ink this, but I'm just going to give it a go. Let it sit there a minute. There you go. Definitely need to touch up that ink a little bit. Then I'm going to take my Christmas, kind of pick up ink throughout, and that's going to go right in the center of my basic white cardstock, like so. So we've got our stamping done. You can set those aside for now. And I'll set my stamps aside so I don't make a mess. And then we're going to go ahead and let you know what measurements you need for your designer series paper. So again, I'm choosing this one that has the green and the white. It's I believe this is garden green with the big white snowflakes on the back, and this is what I'm using for the front. So it's that mix up of different sprigs and pine and berries and all the great things. And this is 1 3/4 by 5.5. 1 3/4 by 5.5. And then you're going to need a piece of this, and on the back side it is that pretty peacock kind of frosted glass look. And that measures 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. 1 3/4 by 5.5. Okay? If you need those measurements again, just let me know. Or you could hit it on the replay. We're going to take this piece and we're going to be clever and close our ink pad. Set that aside so I don't make a mess. I am going to get my Tombow. I actually did do some unpacking of bags from all the retreats I've been to in the last 4 weeks. I still have a lot more to go. 3 retreats in 4 weeks. That's pretty awesome. This gets lined up with like a 1/16 of an inch of the Secret Sea as a border. Hopefully I got that lined up right. Might need to move it over a smidge. There we go. We've got that piece. And this is going to layer on top of this piece of Secret Sea. Secret Sea goes with so many amazing colors. It's kind of a universal color that matches with a lot of things. I need to fill my precision tip bottle. And this also gets about a 1/16 of an inch of a border, okay? Then you have your larger white that has the embossed holly leaves, and that is from the Holly Jolly or Jolly Christmas. I don't remember the name of it, but I needed it because of Holly, because that's just my friend Holly. I usually buy anything that might have holly in it when it comes to Christmas time because I like to make special cards for certain people in her memory. So, all right. So we are going to add adhesive to the back of that. I use my Tombow as I like to get all that adhesive in the nooks and crannies. This also has about a 1/16 of an inch border. If you get it on there right. So we got that. Then you're going to take this piece and you're going to adhere, and I will need to do some trimming. I can see that already. You can never measure perfect. Well, I know I can't. This has got about a 1/4 of an inch from the side of the piece of white, and it's going to go all the way to the base of the card, like the bottom and top of the card. So I line up the bottom, as you can see. There is some overage here, but that is lined up down here. So I'm just going to take my scissors, my paper snips, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to trim off anything that is over the edge. Like so. Okay, so you've got that. Now you're going to grab your ribbon, keep it on that spool, and I'm going to want enough to tie a bow, and it's going to be so beautiful. So we're going to come around. I'm not measuring. I'm just leaving it on the roll. I'm going to come around and grab my, this is a little trick that I learned from Jennifer Cotton. Grab those scissors, right, or those reversible tweezers. Come around. You kind of want to go the way the ribbon lays. I'm going to tuck that in. That gives you kind of an extra hand. And you can remove this. And that comes in that pack of tools that you get for heat embossing. Just want to make sure I got this tight enough. Zhuzh it. Like so. Tighten it where you want it. And then this is the ribbon that frays very easy. And it also is very hard to cut a straight line. So you want to have it taut and straight in your fingers so that you can get that straight line cut. Okay? You're going to do the same here. I want to make sure that I'm kind of in the same length. And then you can make sure that you have it all the way cut. One little strand there was hanging. And then you can mess with it a little bit. Just don't pull on the pieces here because it will continue to fray. So you can get it to lay however you want. And it looks like one part of my bow is going to stick up straight. That's okay. But it's so pretty. Isn't that so pretty and elegant? And it's just wrapped around this piece. Then I want to come in with some dimensionals. I am going to put one in the center on that ribbon. And in this corner, look, I had just enough. I have all the border to use on other projects. Peel this off. I don't really want to mush my bow. Again, this is not attached to the card anywhere, so you can get it lined up the way you want it before you adhere it to the front of your card. So this is going to center and have the same width on this side and that side, this side and this side. So right in the center, hopefully, of your card. Got that pretty bow. You're going to add dimensionals to the, actually to this. Is that straight? Yes. So I'm going to trim this a little bit. I'm going to take this section with my adhesive scissors. Y'all have adhesive scissors? Thank you for the love, friends. This is going to go just below that piece, and then just a strip of Tombow or whatever it is you use here, because it's easier for me to do that, take off the top layer, than trying to figure out what is going to overlap what, and I want that to go right there. So the Merry is going to go there, and Christmas is going to go on the inside. So you're not taking away too much of the front of the card by adding a big bulky label or sentiment, because you can do Merry on the outside, Christmas on the inside, and that's your card all put together. And then we are going to grab our beautiful gems, our faceted snowflakes, and our take your pick tool, and I am focusing on the shaded spruce. So I'm going to grab a tiny one and add it here. I'm going to grab a large one and add it there, even though I'm covering berries, it's okay. And a smaller one again is going to go right there on my tag. Super simple. So you have this beautiful bow, and on the inside it says Christmas. Merry Christmas. Beautiful. And this was my sample. My bow turned out a little bit better on this one, but that's okay. So awesome, fun times. So we have day 10, 11. I'm going to flip this. Actually, I'll let you see that. We have day 10, 11, and 12 left. And knock on wood, I've kept on schedule for the most part. And I'm going to flip the camera and just let y'all know that 10, 11, 12. So for the 11th, it will be pre-recorded. The 10th is tomorrow, so I'll have a video for you tomorrow evening. I will be live. We're going to do 2 projects. One is a treat holder, the other is a card, and that is going to be for the next 3 days. So I'm really, really ecstatic about that. Excited, whatever. And then, I'm sorry, I'm still adjusting, my bad. And then, so Thursday will be pre-recorded, and Friday will be the final night of our 12 Days of Christmas retreat. And I'm just so happy about this retreat and the success of it and the love that I have for what I'm doing. And I hope you all have enjoyed these little sneak peeks. Hey, how are you? Welcome. It's good to see you here. Aww. All my friends are showing up. Thanks for watching. You'll have to go back and catch the replay. We made this really pretty card. If you didn't see the video, you can go back and catch the replay. And I'll be back with you all tomorrow live at 7 p.m. right here. Same bat channel, right? However it goes. Same time, same place. However, thank you so much. Yeah. Tree holders are going to be so much fun. Great for gift giving and more cards. All right. I don't want to say goodbye. So I'll say see you later or bye for now. Many Stampin' Blessings. I'll see you soon. Bye.